Welcome to the Essentials of CBT course. I'm Dr. Judith Beck. I'm president of the nonprofit Beck Institute for Cognitive Behavior Therapy in Philadelphia. And I'm also clinical professor of psychology in the Department of Psychiatry at the University of Pennsylvania. My father, Aaron Beck, and I are so glad you're taking this course. It's always been our dream to spread CBT throughout the world. And so far, people from more than 120 countries have taken our courses. The goal of this introductory course is to teach you what is common to CBT across most clients and most conditions. It's not to teach you how to treat any individual client. The way that I conduct therapy sessions and supervision sessions and teaching sessions are all the same. I tend to use the same structure. So you'll notice that I already set a goal for this course, and next I'll be setting an agenda. In this first part of the course, I'm going to give you a broad overview of CBT. Next, we'll cover how to conduct CBT sessions. After that, we'll talk about cognitive conceptualization and treatment planning. Later, we'll discuss people's helpful and unhelpful patterns of behavior and cognitions. That is, the thoughts that pop up into their minds and also their underlying beliefs. And finally, we'll talk about behavioral change and action plans. Action plans, which is what we used to call homework, are the self-help assignments that clients do between sessions, the steps they want to take toward achieving their aspirations. Action plans are essential because this is what we found. The way that people get better is to make small changes in their thinking and their behavior every day. That's why a lot of the therapy session is going to be oriented toward helping clients have a better week, and then helping them at the next session to draw helpful conclusions about their experiences. This course is structured like a therapy session. At the beginning of each session, we'll make a bridge from the previous topic to the current one. And we'll set an agenda too, so you'll know what topics we're going to cover in that session. Each session is divided into lessons. Like a therapy session, the lessons will have a beginning, a middle, and an end. At the beginning, I'll set the agenda. In the middle, I'll introduce a topic, and you'll learn about it in several ways, including watching videos of therapy sessions. Throughout the course, you'll see clinical roundtables where I discuss clients with 3 expert therapists here at the Beck Institute. They're really terrific. Dr. Norman Cotterill.
We're giving people tools that they can use long after the sessions are over.
Dr. Francine Broder.
Part of the reason we set goals with our clients from the very first time we meet them is that in and of itself instills hope.
And Dr. Robert Heinben.
Because when you're able to really effectively work on your problems in the here and now, it gives clients that sense of hope, like, hey, this actually can be something that can help me. This can work.
The therapist and I actually do meet each week and discuss cases. For the purpose of this course, though, we'll be sitting around the table and we'll talk about clients that illustrate the topic you've been hearing about. You'll also hear me talk about concepts and how they apply to treatment. You'll read short articles and you'll watch videos of therapy sessions. At the end of each session, there will be an assignment in which you apply what you've just learned to yourself. I will often encourage you to post your responses on the community discussion forum. Although it's optional, I think you'll get much more from the course when you do. And I also encourage you to comment on the material you're learning and to make constructive comments about other people's posts. At the end of each session, there will also be a summary. Please print out the document titled Summaries of Lessons. You'll see a link to it below. It contains all of the summaries for the course. You'll see that there is a column for you to add your own notes. Doing that is also optional. As I was developing this course, I had all kinds of automatic thoughts, ideas that just popped into my head. I was thinking, how can I get people who are taking this course to be actively involved? I realized that learners would probably have automatic thoughts themselves, especially about finding time to take the course, and about posting on the forum. Then I realized, okay, I can teach CBT skills through role plays. I'll pretend that I'm mentoring an inexperienced therapist who is taking the course and has the same problems and automatic thoughts as I predict the participants in the course could have. So if you do face the same obstacles, you'll be able to be a much more active learner and overcome them yourself. At the end of each session, you'll also see opportunities to extend your learning by reading additional resources related to that session's content. We also invite you to post other relevant resources you know about on the community discussion forum for the benefit of other community members. I'd also like you to look at the optional resources, such as articles and books by my dad, Dr. Aaron Beck, and our colleagues. At the very end of each session, I'll make a bridge from the current session to the next one. This is also something that we do in a therapy session. It's really important that clients not see therapy sessions in isolation, but instead see how one session builds on the one that came before. You'll also get much more out of the course and deepen your knowledge if you read Cognitive Behavior Therapy, Basics and Beyond. The newest edition is quite different in many ways from those that came before it. As I've done in this course, I've incorporated a strength-based recovery orientation throughout the book. You can also learn much more about how my dad and his colleagues at the Beck Institute developed recovery-oriented cognitive therapy, or CTR, by taking our online course, Recovery-Oriented Cognitive Therapy for Serious Mental Health Conditions. Or you can consult the book with the same title. My dad is the first author. Finally, I want you to know that when I first started treating clients many years ago, I was pretty incompetent, but I worked hard to deepen my understanding and sharpen my skills. So I want you to keep your expectations for yourself realistic. Don't expect to cure every client. I certainly haven't been able to do that. Just try to learn from every client, and if you get self-critical, be kind to yourself. You're still learning.